Okay, take three. I keep like mumbling my words. Um, Not mumbling, stumbling on my words. Look at that. Anyway, welcome everybody to episode 25 of my Gateway Experience. The purpose of these videos is to document my journey through the Monroe Institute's Gateway Experience tapes. The Gateway Experience is a series of 6 waves with 6 tapes on each wave, and I am currently on the 5th tape of the first wave titled Discovery. The purpose of the Monroe Institute's Gateway Experience is to know and at first discover that, and you can say it with me, I am more than my physical body. And because I am more than physical matter, I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to know, to understand, to control, to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and those near and close to me. Also, I deeply desire the help, the cooperation, the assistance, the understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experience are equal or greater than my own. And so, with all that being said, if you are not caught up to speed with all my other videos, go ahead and check those out because I will be referencing everything we've talked about so far as this experience becomes more and more complex and less able to be related to for regular people that are not doing it. And so, yeah, let's jump straight into it. Right now, it is September 18th, 2022, and it is 9:16 a.m. It is a Sunday, and today I woke up at 7:30 a.m. Last night I went to sleep. I don't know what time I went to sleep because I was very busy doing adult things. And so it was amazing. But I went to sleep late. I don't know how late, probably midnight, maybe later. And then I woke up nicely at 7:30 this morning after I delayed my alarm from 5 to 6 and then from 6 to until I woke up. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the practice because after that, I went ahead and did my morning routine. And then I don't know, I guess it took me a little bit because I know I didn't start the tape until 8. So I think I don't know exactly what I was doing. Maybe I was using the restroom or something. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so then when I went into the tape, we go ahead and we start with our pre-preparation uh, process, which is just the energy conversion box, resonant tuning, and everything else that we do. And then as we go into focus 10, I want to describe the experience a little bit here. It was interesting because what it is it's at the beginning it's like an increasing frequency. It's different from the frequencies that we've heard before because it's not just a tone in one ear and a tone in the other ear. It's more like a step, almost like a horse trotting very quietly, and then very quickly as it progresses, and then it just keeps going and going and going and intensifying. And then Bob jumps into our ear and talks to us. And he tells us to relax and to really the process, the point of it is remember, to remember who we are and to remember the process that we go through, to remember who we are. And it's very peaceful. because as we go from the focus 10, then as we listen to that, really we fall asleep. And the title of that tape is called Exploration, comma, Sleep. So it only makes sense. We go into a deep relaxed state and we basically fall asleep. And as we fall asleep, we, because of the frequencies in our ears, it allows us to almost get out of body, just like that. And what I mean by that is not necessarily looking at yourself from like being out of your body as yourself and looking down at your body, but I mean that you just become more aware of yourself, your emotions, those around you, how you've interacted with them, and the relationships that you have. And so, just with that, in and of itself, it's the energy that we become more aware of. We become of who we really are, of that energy that we are. Not so much our physical self, but more of our relationships with ourselves and with others around us. And, uh, and so that's the first step. And that's what I mean by out of body. And that starts first because in our head, we always are having conversations with other people. And so we become aware of that. We become aware of the conversations that we've had. We become aware of the feelings that we have of others and with others. And then as we're being present, it's like all of that, what I just talked about is all those feelings, who we really are, that energy. And then you just stand on top of that. So that's what I mean by out of body. It's not so much like my body, it's a different body, it's an energetic body. And so that just happens very quickly with exploration sleep. That's what I've realized. Then he tells us to roll over. So then we're rising, we're going higher, and then he tells us to go to roll over like a log on a river. So we just roll and roll and roll basically. And so after that, we just keep going higher and higher. And then he tells us to come back down to where we came from. And so then we come back down. And I didn't have those fears that I'd had in the previous um, videos that I've talked about before. It was, I allowed it to happen. You know, at first, I will admit, I was having a lot of doubts. My voice in my head, my ego, I guess it's the best way to say it, was telling me that this is pointless, there's no use to it. Why is it doing this stuff? Because the ego is afraid of dying. And that is the best way that I can say it, I think. And so what we need to do is trust our guide, Bob Monroe in this case, and to just allow this experience to happen because of what we are given in return. And what I received after I allowed the experience, I was able to let go and I was able to rise above and I was able to become calm and serene and peaceful, which is an attribute associated with the rising. That's what I was given. That peace, that serenity, that calm, that knowing, that understanding of who we are and what we are. More so than anything else. More so than our ego, and that we are greater. We're part of the whole. And then, you know, you can even say that we are all one. So it's higher level stuff, and that is the purpose of the practice as well. And so then, as we know that and we experience that and we feel that, we come back to it. He tells us to remember what you've been given, and then then we go to, I don't know if it's focus 10, but we count to, or excuse me, I don't know if it's focus 20, but we count to 20 from, or he counts to 20 from 11, from 10, 11, 12, 13 to 20 slowly. That way we can go into an even deeper sleep. And from that even deeper sleep, um, we are suggested to rise again. And how we just think of how nice it would be and how amazing it would be to just relax and to just go higher and to just look up. And as I did that, it was interesting. I found myself in a hallway, but very briefly, I was excited because it was a hallway and I could see the end of the hallway, and maybe I got too excited, and so I came back to my body. But that was very exciting for me because I want to go back to that hallway and I want to see what's at the end. And I want to go to the end there and then see it maybe open up or whatever happens. So that was very interesting. Um, I don't have much control. This is only the second time doing this tape. Um, and I didn't do it last night, but because I was busy doing other things. And but yeah, today's my second day doing it, and so I intend to do it tonight, and then I want to do it for 10 times. And something else that I realized is that looking at it from a bigger perspective, 10 is really not enough to master anything. I remember at the very beginning of this series, I was saying, oh, I was kind of throwing that word around. I'm very, very much just a beginner in this. Very, very much just a beginner. And I think maybe 30 days in a row is more feasible per tape, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not just going to start over and then do it 30 times. I'm going to finish what I'm doing now all the way through all the 6 waves, 10 days each tape, and then maybe I'll start it over and just go even slower. Just because of the tools. For example, when we're looking to wake up in the morning, that tool of saying one, 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 it brings us back to just fully awake and fully present. That's a great tool to have. And I don't have enough practice using it yet to, I need to sharpen it, and so I need to work on it more. I need to put more reps in. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I think I've been kind of all over the place in this video, but I think that's good. I'm just very excited. I'm very much looking forward to going on this journey more and more and sharing it with everybody else. Despite my doubts, insecurities, and fears. Because I know the affirmation that I stated at the beginning. And that's the most important thing. And it's important to remember. And that's the purpose of this tape, is to remember who we are and what we are through that exploration of sleep. So, with all that being said, until next time, I will see you guys soon. Peace.